in Tantra, you are the scientist, you are the laboratory, you're the guinea pig, you're the experiment, and of course, you're the result. The yoga of relationships, the relationships to yourself, relationships to your spirituality, to the environment, to the world. It's everything is about relationships. Most people have really intense relationship with their mobile phone nowadays. When it rules our lives, when we're kind of become enslaved to that, it feeds into the addictions. Social media, it has its place. It's got a lot of really good things. It connects people in the world, but we have to be very mindful of human addictive nature. We all have that addictive nature, and then we become enslaved to the technology, to the process, to whatever it is. Yeah, it's a force of habit. In Tantra, the Cobra breath, what we do is we challenge our taboos, we challenge our precept ideas, our own superstitions that we chose them. Here's the paradox. We human beings are paradoxical beings. We live in this dual nature reality. We live in a place of seemingly separation, and we cause a lot of heartache and pain in the world because of that seeming separation. Ultimately, we're all one. So when someone is hurting another person in the world or another country in the world, it's also us doing it. We're not separate from that. So when we use the word, I follow the Advaita path, I follow the path of non-dual, just by uttering that, I'm already living into a dualistic reality. There's the paradox. So we have to be mindful, because a state of oneness, a state of bliss, a state of no separation, no thingness, is a state of being. You feel it. It's not a mental occurrence. Mentally, we understand it. But to actually experience it, it's very different. So when you're in a state of bliss, whether it's a bliss of 1 second, 1 hour, 1 day, it's the same. Time ceases to exist when we wake up. In different levels of consciousness, you drop, and time either slows down or speeds up. There is this thing about time dilation. Often people understand that when they are, say, in a job that they don't like. And they go to the office and they're watching the clocks on the wall, and they're thinking, oh my God, when is it going to finish? An eternity passes through, and then they look at the clock and only 2 seconds gone by. And then you're having an amazing, blissful experience, and everything is in slow motion or speeds up, and it's kind of really confusing because it's both really slow down but really fast, and you're loving it, and it disappears like a second, and you've been in it, for 5 hours having an amazing tantric connection with someone, eye gazing. Time dilation, time slows down and speed up according to
the state of consciousness.
And you learning to literally not control time, but bend time. It's about bending time. I always joke, because I come from a village called Give a Time. It's all about altering states of consciousness and then really interacting and impacting your own life. Time is an illusion. It's a man-made concept. The years are not fixed. In the Gregorian calendar, we have to add another day every 4 years. In the Jewish calendar, every 4 years, you add another whole lunar month, 28 days. It's all very relative. It's all very elusive. The reality that we think is a fixed thing is not. And we're not a fixed thing either. What do you desire to have, be, do? What do you desire to be? How would you state that if you were, if someone met you and they ask, what are you about? What is your contribution to human unity? You're aware, you have the maturity, the spiritual, that you're actually here as as an instrument. You're not here for yourself.
No.
You're here for contributing as best you can to the evolution of the planet, of the human unity. By surrendering to the fact that you are no thing, you're nothing. You are no thing but an instrument for the divine. Yeah, you're nothing and everything. And that is a paradox within itself, being no thing and everything at the same time.
Yeah.
Everything is one. There is no I. The I, if you like a straw or a hollow bamboo. That hollow bamboo. And that hollow bamboo, it's who you really are. You're a vessel. You are an instrument. The divine energy flows through us naturally. It's our birthright. It's our DNA. It's our who we are. We're made in the image of the divine because we are that. Not from a hedonistic, megalomaniac point of view, from a humble servitude. There's a thing in Tantra and yoga called Bhakti, Bhakti yoga. Bhakti means selfless service for human unity. So how can I be at selfless service? So every day, every interaction that I have has to be meaningful. What Grandmaster Sunyata Sarasvati said to me when I asked him, when he initiated me. So most people, and he was right, most people think that Reiki or other EFT and TAT and all those healing modalities, they use level 1 as the beginning, the basics, and then they think that level 3 or level 4 is better. Actually, level 1 is the one that causes all the transformation. Level 2 slow things down. So if you're practicing level 1, the world will start spinning faster. You will start shifting reality for yourself and for those around you. That is where the contribution happens. Level 2 is more about bringing compassion. It's about slowing things down. It builds up on on level 1, but it is slightly different breath as well. It uses level 1. It uses the beginning of level 1, and then it changes the breath completely.